Good morning. Well, they're learning how to program with Scratch. That's Scratch. This is the book that they get too, and we're here at Mesh Cowork. It's on I Street in downtown Bakersfield, and we have the instructor here being kind of quiet because the kids that we have here this morning are very, very into learning how to create this game that they're doing right now. So we have about, what, 6, 7 kids up here, and you helped me get all of them here this morning. Thank you so much, Scott. So he's the co-founder here. Tell me a little bit about what they're actually doing and then the program that you guys have over summer.
Right now, they are learning to create a Pong game out of Scratch, which is a programming language created for learning how to program. Okay. So it's really basic, and it's kind of fun compared to a lot of other programming languages, so it teaches you some of the basics of programming. And it's kind of geared towards kids to help them learn.
So the classes that you have over summer, I know that July is full, you're going to have some in August, but they're catered toward 8 to 18?
Yes.
Okay. So some of the kids here look a little like younger than 8 years old, so that's kind of good that they're getting a kick start.
Yeah, and that's what's good about this particular programming language environment is it's really simple and visual. If you could look at the screen, you could see they drag and drop shapes, and they're able to change things real easily, and it works right through their browser, so it's real simple to use.
So how did you and Tabari, I know Tabari is over in the corner, the other co-founder, how did you guys come up with this idea?
Well, so we started Mesh Cowork to let technology workers have a place to share office space and collaborate and do projects together. And part of our goal is to create a technology center in Bakersfield, basically. So we wanted to have a place where people could come here and work. They can come and learn. We have a resident tutor here that teaches programming, and we also looked up Coder Dojo classes that are offered to kids all around the United States, and we wanted to become a part of that, so we signed up with Coder Dojo and we created the class. July we have 4 classes going, and it's 2 hours per class, and it's already sold out for July, but August we're going to have it available.
So we're getting everybody excited for August. So let's go through really quickly before we run out of time. So I know they're making a game, but they do a lot more than that here. You have a lot of other kind of programs and instructions that you go through. Yeah,
they get a book when they take the class, and it has a bunch of different projects in there, and it teaches you, each one kind of goes through and teaches you some of the basics of programming. So like you learn about variables, loops, conditional statements, and in a very visual way. So it's a little more available for kids.
Good to know. I wonder how everyone's doing. I feel like they're doing really, really, really well. Well, thank you so much. We're going to be here all morning long on KBAK. We're going to learn how to create games and hopefully a bunch of other stuff. He looks like he's having a good time. That's yours, right?
Yep.
What's his name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Good job, Jacob. Are you having fun? Yeah? What are you making right now?
We're making my Pong game, and if it hits the pink line, then you're out.
Oh, you're out. Okay, so we don't want anyone to get out this morning. All right, perfect. Well, we're going to be here again all morning long on KBAK, and we will have more for Tech Tuesday when we come right back. Right now, back to you guys. I think it's this guy, because I just asked, you know, what are you going to make next? Yep, I said, what are you going to make next? And he's like, hopefully I can just get the program so I can just do this at home. Right, Miller?
Yes.
All right. So what did we make here earlier? So we are at Mesh Cowork, and this is in downtown. It's on I Street. And everyone in this room made a game this morning. And it's actually really cool. I don't know if I could have done it, but Miller is going to kind of explain what he did because he's been playing around with his for a while. So what do we do? It's my Pong. Is that what we made?
Yes. So first you have your little paddle over here, and you're going to program it using these pull downs that you can move and build it over here. And then you click the flag, and you can move the blue little paddle here to bounce the ball off the screen, just like the original Pong.
So the goal is to get the ball to not pass the blue to the pink?
Yes, exactly. And you do that by, I can't really show it right now because I can't move my mouse very well, but you can build it, as you see from here, with these programs, and you can do that to move the paddle and move the tennis ball.
That is so cool. So what are you going to make next?
I don't know. I'm hoping maybe I can make an animation where you can move this and try not to touch the borders while things are dropping and you try to avoid them. That's my goal to make next.
Something very complex and complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. We like that. Brains are working good and well this morning. Thank you so much, Miller. All right, so Jacob, how are you doing over here?
Good.
So your dad came over and helped. His dad's right here. That's Scott. He's the one that's the co-founder of Mesh Cowork. So your dad helped you. You were a little stuck earlier, but did he fix the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now you're just bouncing the ball around?
Yeah.
Are you having a good time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Do you want me to leave you alone? Kind of. Nice and polite. I like him. Okay, so let's talk again about the class. So July is full, but you can sign up for August once they get that kick-started. Now, you were talking about how you're hoping to get the Google Chrome books for everyone?
Yeah, since a browser is all that's required to use Scratch, a Chromebook works perfectly fine. So we would like to have it to where some students obviously don't have a laptop, or they only have like an iPad, or they have a huge desktop computer, which really won't work here because there's not a lot of room. We would like to get some Chromebooks, and they're really inexpensive, and they work well for what we're doing.
They serve the purpose. Awesome. Eddie, my instructor, so tell me a little bit about how you kind of guide these kids to learn how to program this game this morning.
Yeah, so Scratch, as Scott mentioned, it's an open source programming language that is really geared towards the younger crowd. It gives them a really fast feedback loop so they can visually see what they're doing. Essentially is we logged into a website, a web application, scratch.mit.edu. Everybody logged
Created
in.
by MIT.
Yes, it was created by folks at MIT, yes. We logged in, started from a blank canvas, and as Miller was saying, we kind of walked through the steps that were needed to add functionality to this game. We kind of, came out with a vision. We knew and understood what the Pong game was going to be like, and started adding components to our canvas that represented the objects in the game.
So now that they're at this point in the game, can they start adding different components as they please and make it their specific game, something that they would want?
Absolutely. They can add many different features and functionality to make it their own game. Absolutely.
Cool. All right, so we also have, thank you so much, Eddie. So we also have some adult classes and adult things that happen here too, right?
Yes, I mean, part of our thing, if you notice the desks all around the side, we have people that come here and work during the day. That's why we have the classes in the evening until we find a spot to hold dedicated classes. And a lot of these people are either software engineers, we have an architect, a mechanical engineer, we have a writer from the Bakersfield Californian that has a flex desk. So there's also going to be adult classes coming soon. Nick's going to be in charge of doing the coordinating for that.
Nick's right there with the long hair hanging over to Bari.
Yeah, hopefully we get that going soon. We have to come up with the curriculum. That's kind of the hard part.
But I'm sure you guys will get it. Well, we're going to be here again all morning long for KBAK, and I tried to talk to some of the other kids here earlier, and they were very, very focused on what they were doing. They didn't pay attention or even realize that I was here. But again, we are learning how to program games and learning a lot of other techie type stuff here for Tech Tuesday. So stay tuned with us and stay tuned with these amazing kids. They're going to impress you all morning. Right now, Rob Kindle, back to you. Hey, good morning, Rob. So right now we're at Mesh Cowork. It's in downtown on I Street, and these kids are pretty incredible. So we've been making a game this morning called My Pong, and I already died. But what you see on the screen right now, and I died again, and one more time. So what you see on the screen is the basic version of what they made earlier. So pretty much this is something that I think a lot of us are familiar with as far as computer games are concerned, because I remember playing with this when I was a kid. But there you have the gist of it. So we're going to go around the table and show you what they've kind of made to create something of their own with the same exact kind of basic concept. And this is all what they do here at Mesh Cowork. So we have Jacob. What did you put, a squirrel on there?
Yeah.
And now what are you spelling out?
Wow.
You're spelling out wow. Okay.
And then I'm gonna...
Looks like he's having a good time this morning. Where'd the ball go?
Then I'm gonna say, oh my god.
Every time the squirrel pops up to catch the ball?
No. I'm gonna have the squirrel like that, and I'm gonna just type in, wow, oh my god.
Okay, so we have our one techie here for Tech Tuesday. Thank you so much, Jacob. All right, so it looks like the squirrel is growing in popularity here. Madison, what do we have? Because this is, you saw the ball on the screen at least, but what did you do to yours?
I just put Wow. And nice meme.
And your vortex blue world back there. Can you make the ball bounce around so we can see what it looks like?
Yes.
There you go. Oh, look, it changes colors too.
Yep.
Wow. All right, so she created something different. Let's head over to Miller. Miller, what did you do?
I added it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, here, see, the ball can flash. And I just kind of changed the color sequence. That's all I did.
You had a game over thing too when someone is...
Yeah, when it touches the ground.
Game over. All right, that's really cool. Good job, Miller. Scott, come here, because I want you to explain this little concept. So it looks like we have someone who went away from my Pong, but created something kind of cool too.
Yeah, so you basically have a canvas where you could put all kinds of different sprites on it, which each of those objects are. And he's actually, looks like he drew some of his own. And the cool thing about it is you can animate those, you could have them respond to mouse clicks, movements of the mouse. That's exactly how he did the Pong game. So it's really fun. Obviously these guys are having a great time here.
They really are, and they've been here since 5 in the morning. Ashley, is that your name? What did you do? You put an upside-down unicorn?
I don't know. It was funny.
So did your unicorn turn into the ball?
Well, I'm in the middle of doing that.
She's in the middle of doing it. I interrupted her. So we are here again at Mesh Cowork, and this has been a lot of fun. We have one more segment here, so I hope you stay tuned because they're going to continue creating. We're going to continue to be very techy and artsy this morning and continue with this program, learning all about the fundamentals of programming right here on Eyewitness News. So we'll be back with more. Right now, back to you guys. So it's kind of incredible to see what they all came up with based on just a basic model that we had earlier. But again, we're at Mesh Cowork. We've been here all morning long, and every single kid here has made something, again, off of this basic My Pong model that we showed you earlier. So right now, that was Ashley. She has like a unicorn bouncing around. We have this one. It's like set in a bedroom setting, and it's the same concept with the ball. Now, and well, you did something earlier with yours too. You made like a game over and little comments and quotes and people and bedrooms and so much stuff. Where did that go? Look, you put a new person on that one. Miller, what do you have here? You created a spaceship.
We're creating a spaceship. We're trying to get it to the point where it'll move in the direction, but it's not really working right now.
Well, you know what, Dustin? I've noticed all these kids come to you asking you, to help them, and they wanted to add some stuff. So you're the programmer. Tell me a little bit about what you kind of help them with.
So basically, the language has a bunch of different pieces you can put together. If this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. So what we're doing is we're putting these steps together. So in this case, Miller here is saying, if I press the arrow key, do something. So the idea is to put all these together in a way that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And
nice.
So there's a process of, oh, it doesn't work. Well, then you change the numbers, you see what happens. So there's a process of elimination, trial and error. Exactly.
Got it. I like it, Miller. I like it. So we finally added sunglasses to our squirrel, and apparently we have cheese puffs on Jacob's. This guy just wants to draw all morning long. So what did you do again?
I put 2 squirrels right here, a guy trying to get the cheese puffs.
And a giant G to block him from getting the cheese puff?
No, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to put this pixel G right there. Wow, dog.
Good job. All right, so that's your son. How do you feel about that? You like it?
I'm used to it. So it's
you were worried he wasn't going to be able to catch on or keep up with everybody else. Are you impressed?
Yeah, I'm impressed. Okay. He's pretty creative there. So.
All right, so we have Tabari here. He's the other co-founder. We're running out of time already. So you two actually link up, Nick and Tabari. So tell me about the adult classes and adult courses that you have, and then also the space itself, because people can kind of come use the space.
Yes, so we are a shared co-working space, and we're trying to teach adults technology skills, and Nick is kind of helping with that aspect. Maybe you can tell a little bit about the tutoring that he offers for adults here.
I'm helping front the tutoring, help learn how to program, computer programming, JavaScript skills, getting into the tech industry, and really finding those dynamic skills that help people advance their careers.
Got it. I like this. Scott, website so everyone can get more information?
Meshcowork.com, and we're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Awesome. And don't forget, August, they'll have another class just like this for your kids to enroll in and participate and obviously learn all the fundamentals they need for creating games, apps. Future Mark Zuckerberg's here, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want, they can learn right here. Kendall, back to you.